sleep.
When you come up with a problem, check out. It's the perfect time to plan and grow together. Without growing trees, promo code problem. This all out is for a limited time. Conditions may apply. Back in the show.
And listen, this is not the most dignified way of putting this, and I probably need to experience more of the world and come to better views. But the best I can state it is I can't believe how bitchy the Donald Trump administration is being. And so Marco Rubio's comment on this was, if the rest of the world thinks that they're just going to pay for access, this is illegal and unacceptable. What makes it unacceptable if everyone else would prefer that versus the cost of going to war with Iran? Makes it acceptable. They've decided that between the two options of having to go fight Iran, it's easier just to pay them and get along. And of course, that
Line 15. It's quiet, as always. But every time I want to come out here and just light up, really, I always have to wait because someone's walking up to their place. I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know where they What is it? 9:16 right now. My birthday is in 3 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Well, I know, and I try not to tobacco. I stopped tobacco, so it's only medical cannabis. That's all. Thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I hope all y'all had an awesome day today. For real. With all the negativity and shit everywhere. I hope everybody in this chat accomplished everything that they need to today. Yes, I do. Pasquani? I do. Amen. But thank you. Thank you for offering to bring it up. Always love to talk about Jesus. I hope everyone's having a relaxing night and not too focused on doom scrolling or focused on the news. And I know it's easy to get caught up in it too, very easy. So after this, I'm just going to turn it off and I am going to go watch something on Netflix that means nothing. I am, are you saying Christian or know Jesus? Yes, I know Jesus. I follow, I do my best to follow Jesus' teachings. I'm human, I sin every day, but I repent for it. And I didn't always, it took me having to go to pretty much hell to know Jesus was real. But I would not take back going to hell because that was the greatest gift that I ever had in my life. Greatest gift that anyone, nobody, no human could have gave me that gift. You know, there was a church I was going to for a while down here. Um, Me and my ex were running the homeless ministry there, and church politics got involved. And I haven't been going to a church for probably about 2 years now, something like that. And it's funny you bring that up. At my second job, a customer came in and they actually handed me an invitation to a church that was opening up around here close by. And I totally forgot about that until you just brought it up. It was the Avenue Church, and that's in Delray Beach, Florida. The one that I'm talking, the one that I was, yeah, awesome church, awesome church. Um, it's literally right on the avenue in Delray Beach, Florida, and it is. They welcome everybody. I loved what I was doing there, and I'm not gonna lie, I messed up. I messed up at the time. I was with I was in a relationship with a girl that I shouldn't have been with. I messed up. Yeah. And that's something that I actually need to apologize to someone about. Yeah. Where are you from? Pasquan. What do you want me to call you? Kai? K? Where are you from, okay? See, as we're speaking right now, I'm getting Doom popping up on my phone. Wall Street Journal, this. Kaime? Kaime? Kaime. That's a cool name. Arizona. I have cousins that live in Arizona. Never been there. I heard it's very, very humid. I am in Boca Raton, Florida right now. I was originally born in New York. Been down here since I was 10 now. It was weird growing up down here. It was very humid. Same here, but I heard the humidity is like hard to breathe over there. I've never been there. So like when I see temperatures like 110 over that, I'm like, What the like how is that possible?" Same thing, like I've never experienced below zero weather, even in New York when I was there. I've been in like the 20s, 10s, but I'm like, how do people? No, man, no aliens, man. And it's funny you brought that up. I was just watching something where two congressmen were talking about aliens and alien hybrid sites with humans and Nephilim and all that. And I'm like, is this a psyop or does this have truth to it? And then we put a man on the moon like yesterday, right? Like I didn't even know that was happening. Did anyone even know that was happening or in the works, or did it happen? Like, or was that just something else thrown out there? Um, but yeah, I just don't know why no one has a clear picture of aliens like on a regular iPhone. Um, and also it's like, why is it mostly America? Do they not want to come to any other country on the globe? Um, Now, I think it's more spiritual. I do. I think when they say aliens or extraterrestrial, whatever, maybe it's in the spiritual terms, angel and demon. I can kind of see that. Um, I've been through some spiritual stuff where I've seen some things, but I've never seen aliens. But then again, if I were looking at it from a scientific perspective more, would I say alien? Is it? Okay. Is it mostly in America, or is it just the way that America, like, comes out and puts it out there, you know? Do you believe in it? Like I said, I don't it's not necessarily aliens that I believe in. I believe it's more of a spiritual thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think America kinda puts it out more as, like, in that conspiracy theory fashion, so maybe that's why, like, it's kind of embedded in our heads like that in a way. Now there's a lot of proof out there, I know, uh, but I do think it's more spiritual. And you have, like, the Nephilim thing and, you know yeah, we're living in some weird times right now, man. We definitely are, definitely are. And with AI, like and AI to me is that shit scares me. I mean, yeah, I'm learning how to use it, all that, but this whole hive brain concept fucking scares me. And I've seen spirits come through Ouija boards. I know that is real. So if it can go through a fucking Ouija board, it can go through a fucking computer. So it's like, damn, man, what are they really playing with, like with this AI and this fucking feeding this hive mind, you know? Oh, you're not supposed to be in here, brother. You ain't supposed to be in here. Yeah. Yeah, none of my content is really made for, I would say, anyone under 18. Okay, cool. I was like, damn, Kelly. Yeah, man. I would hate to have kids these days, man. I think about that a lot, like, especially if you're like forced to work and, your kid's raised basically on one of these phones. Man, between all the fucking ideologies getting thrown at them, all the marketing and the advertising, and it's just like, man, I'm glad I do not have any kids right now. I'd be a nervous wreck all the fucking time, all the time, all the time. I would totally want to homeschool my kid, um, and then have them socialize like with sports and like shit like that. But I don't know about sending them to school anymore, just because of what not even what they're teaching, but like it's how they're throwing their opinions into the teaching. Because I mean I'm in Florida, it's not really the curriculum's not that messed up. Although I did restart my college courses, and you would be surprised. It's the first things they throw at you, like in classes you wouldn't think they would be in, you know? Interesting time. And it's like you have to lie on the tests to stuff that you know is common sense wrong, and you have to say it's right just so you can pass the course. Thankfully, like I know these things, but if I was young and I had no idea about life or, you know, I would I could see how people are easily brainwashed by the education system, especially in college. But, you just gotta be aware, man. Like all the technology, like it's cool, yeah, it makes life easier, but it also you could see AI getting better. You could see the algorithms just, it used to be like we used to always joke around that when we talked about something, the ad would pop up on the phone. Now I had signed up for, like, this program for my work to get more leads, and it was a computer app. So I signed up for it. The guy called me, like, 3 times. I didn't pick up. The 4th time he called me, I tried to, um, unsubscribe an email, The minute I unsubscribe on YouTube that I'm watching, an ad for the company pops up, an email comes in. It's like, okay, like how much more advanced and annoying is this marketing going to get? And if it's going to get so directed and so overwhelming, like what else are they going to be throwing at us? You know, are they going to be trying to control our moods? Are they going to be trying to predict our next move or push us into that even, depending on what mood we're in and how malleable our brain is, if that's even a word, but you know what I'm saying. So just be weary of that. Because the algorithms, I noticed they put me in an echo chamber, you know, and then I'm stuck in that echo chamber, and that's all that it's showing me. And yeah, it's basically like a big social experiment, but it's an advertiser's wet dream. But yeah, no, I've been seeing lately just how overwhelming like the AI is getting with the marketing and how everything's linking up together, all the apps and that we clicked that I clicked yes, accept on while I've had this phone. All the paragraphs and fucking letters that I never read. Um, that even when I try reading it, I'm just like, ugh, get it away from me. I don't know if they like put something in there that makes you just not even want to look at it, but it's like I want that away from my face as quick as possible. Just swipe, 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 swipe. Accept. Let me see whatever's in the app. And I'll watch a video about how you screwed me and took all my data later. And I'm laughing, but like most of us do it. And it's the same thing. Like I get charges sometimes from Apple for like $1 here, $1 there. And I did call I called once a couple of years ago over and it took it off. But it's like you don't really have time, you know? Like during the day, like I know I'm paying for more storage. I know they're supposed to take 2.99. Now it's supposed to be $10. But it's like if they do another 99 cents here or there, and they provide 51% of the phones to like the world, like imagine how much money that is, and what percentage of people do you think are actually complaining about it, at least in America, if they were doing that, allegedly. Tarpon Springs, really? Kind of sorry, but one thing is that they never free. Really? And like when you say that you saw sightings, like what did you see? Um, and if you'd be willing to do like an interview or something, that would be fucking awesome too. Follow me on Instagram. Tragic America, my Tragic America on every app. DJ Party Feet. That's a fucking awesome name. DJ Party Feet. Yeah, man. If anybody is willing to do an interview or has something interesting to talk about, follow me on Instagram. It's Tragic America on every app except Blue Sky. And if any of y'all are on Blue Sky, let me know if it's worth it to make a profile on it. What were we talking about? Oh, alien sightings. So you would see them constantly when you were in Europe? Um, how recent were you in Europe, and how was it? And when I say how was it, I mean, you know, we're hearing all this stuff in American media, just how it's kind of like sounds like they're talking about it's getting taken over, um, with mass migration and all that. Is that true? And tell me more about these UFOs. Like, are they just like out in the middle of nowhere? And are you sure they're not drones, possibly? Could it be some type of military thing? Or is it like you know now? That's interesting though. See, I've had experiences with, I guess, with like mainstream would call ghosts or you know, spirits, whatever. Um, like a couple of crazy ones that like you know you couldn't just write off. But Never had any experiences with UFOs. That I haven't. That is fucking freaky though, because you hear different things about them, and I'm sure like some there's probably different races of them, right? Some good, some bad. Beach or mountain trip. Oh, it's a must be add a sticker. Get the hell out of here. Wasn't drones. Yeah, you thought that? Yeah, that's the first thing I would think. Like, it's a military thing. But how did you know? Did you like feel some shit? Like, like, did you feel some power coming off that thing, or was it like how fast it was moving? Like, what did it look like? If you can talk, like, talk to AI or something and try to describe the thing, and then send that to me. Like, were they different? Was it the same one? What country? You see these like a lot? Yeah, that's nuts, and when you like, fast, like, not just, like, fast, like a plane fast, like, just popping in different places, basically, right? So it's, like, bending time, like, essentially. I see, I used to feel that if they did exist, they're interdimensional, they're not coming from space, but then we heard all this about underwater and that, and there seemed to be a lot pointing towards that also. No, man. It's like nothing really would surprise me anymore at this point. Um, but it's almost like I don't know what's going to be being used as a psyop because it seems like information's so hard to obtain during everything that's going on, And everybody's so censored right now. Greece, Greece, man, Greece. I want to go to Europe one day, man. I have family in Italy, in Naples. But did it seem, safe and everything when you were there? It was all good? I mean, now, like, we have all the problem in the States here with the airports and ICE agents there, and that which I think is really for energy because 'cause they're trying to conserve energy, but they're blaming it on, the government shutdown and all that. Um, so I'm hoping, well, look, it's not the time to travel. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that. But as soon as it is the time to travel again, I definitely do want to. That's another thing, man. I keep seeing on my phone, like, every day, something happening with a plane, and it's like, "Okay, you're deterring me not to fly. I get it. I get it. Energy lockdown. Is this COVID part 2? Is that how I should look at it?" No, I don't know. Yeah, half of my family is from Sicily on my father's side. My grandmother, she was born in Palermo. She came to America in 1913 on the boat, and then the other half of my family is from Naples. So I got Naples, Sicily, Baruco. That's my last name. Dox myself. That's fine. It means boat in Italian, but it's a last name that's so like it's a very uncommon last name. There's not many of us. Like I was looking up all these last names and like other Italian last names, and there's you know not all of them are related. Like with mine, all related. And then you got some on the radio in Canada that have been on the radio for a while. There was only like it's probably only like 10, and then the ones in Italy, which I don't know. But one day, I wanna take a trip down there, over there, over there, well, across the pond. After this global shift of power is, over with. So, but this is this something that you've seen, like, since you were a kid? This is something that you see, like, often, or it's something you've seen, like, a few times in your life in America and in Greece? because that I'm kind of thinking like you have like a gift or something when it comes to that specifically, you know? Yeah, I've been through some crazy experiences, but I would say spirits. I never, nothing ever like a craft or like, you know, something that's not, doesn't have human features or it's interesting though, man. That shit really interests me. Aliens, fucking, the fact, yeah, you think we're living in a simulation? I mean, I believe in God, 100%, I do, but it doesn't mean it, you know, God could be the creator of it all. It does seem that we are moving towards, I mean, we're able to build simulations, but does that mean what's the possibility that we are already living in one? I mean, it wouldn't change anything, you know, but it's a fun thought experiment. But yeah, yeah, man. Follow me on Tragicamerica on Instagram and on here, and I'll follow you back. And all my names are Tragic America. I'm most active probably on Instagram. Uh, wow, that's um that's probably a rare last name also, I would imagine, you know? So was Greece the only time that you really had the experience, or you've had the experience in the States too? Like, is this common, basically? Are they, when you do see them, are they tied to any specific thing that or emotion that you're going through or experience that you're going through in your life? Does it happen at a certain time or it's just random? Just thinking, do you think there's any telepathy going on like with that? I'm starting to think that as humans we were limited. Like they limited us of our what we're really capable of. And that's one thing right there. Telepathy. I just feel like there were things that we went to school and or you know, this is just a theory that they dumbed us down and that we're really capable of a lot more than we even imagine or think. Every night in Greece. Yeah. So like the locals there, they consistently, is it like a normal thing that like in that area in Greece they always see UFOs? And then I'm sure you probably talked to the people there about if there was any military bases near there or like, you know, like what their theories are about it, right? Wow. Is this like a known thing, like this area in Greece, if you look it up, does it talk about how this is like a known UFO sightings here, like blah blah blah? Is there YouTube videos about it or anywhere on like online? So what do you think they are? Where do you think they come from? Um, what have you put together? What's your hypothesis on these beings? Yeah. I wonder if any of the military there were, injured by it, because I heard that too. I heard there were a lot of cases of, like, military men that were getting, like, these brain injuries from being near these things, and they were, like, in the courts and getting thrown around, and, I think Tucker Carlson, like, brought that up. I brought it, um, to the attention of people, whether I haven't double checked this or whatever, but I saw it on a Tucker Carlson episode. Yeah, man, I mean, who knows? There's But they're probably what one I've been hearing a lot now, the lizard people thing. Never ever gave any credit to this one. And then you have like Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins coming out, and he's talking the other day, or not the other day, but in an interview about how he was having sex with a chick, and um, I guess while they were having sex, her face turned into a fucking reptilian. And he's like, I swear to God, da da da. And then like this other fucking famous dude comes out with the same exact story about a chick. Um, and I'm starting to think in the back of my head, or fucking now I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's not go that far down the rabbit hole yet. But who the fuck knows? Yeah, man. You know, I don't know how weird it gets. It probably gets a lot weirder than I imagine. But I know God is real. That's all that matters. He believed that they're here just like us, and every time they would fly over, the electricity would always flicker on and off. So annoying. Did you get any type of like emotional feeling or any type of besides seeing them, did you get any type of other feeling from them? Okay. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole that I've started to go down, but I've never fully went down. But hell, why not? You know? 'Cause then I wonder if AI plays a role with that. I wonder if time travel. Um, it brings other things together that I think might be linked. I think I am going towards more spiritual, but then again, the time travel thing, um, it's
You cannot pronounce into your body. That snacking on massive chips is like eating regular with massive, you feel satiated, like you can't get it, you don't have a crash or that sluggish feeling or feel.
do you think that we do have a time machine? Do you think that there is a such thing as time travel?
Make sure to check out Vandy Crisps. Vandy is Master's sister company. They make the most delicious three ingredient potato
And
chips.
how long would they be out there for? Like an hour, 2 hours, like, and how close would they get? Like, was it low enough to be like, this is fucking too much? Or like they were out there?
Chips.com/Dave, promo code Dave, 25% off. All right, let's get back on the show. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. Do
This is interesting. Oh,
because it's just too outrageous for us not to defend. So by the way, I get my
look up. Okay. Let's look up Greece right now. Alien
on Thomas Massey's
UFO or UAP, right? UAP sightings
so John
in Greece.
it was nice to be on. And he was like
UAP sightings in Greece range from historical reports to modern observations of lights according to reports and potential crashes. Significant reports include metallic discs near roads, flying saucers and Volvos, and bright orbs over the, I don't know how to pronounce it, often noted for high-speed maneuvering or unusual synchronized movements. Okay.
So I don't know.
Let's see, where in Greece? Where are the most U.S. sightings in Greece?
Hard to imagine. I did trash the shit out of Archie on top of the show.
Most reported.
Make sure to get that in there. But I think he deserves it. He's an awful sellout. So, but of course, anytime you talk to Thomas Manzi, you kind of can't get around that he got the Epstein
Referring to American Athens and the Cyclades Islands. Athens is the capital and main entry point. It says the highest volume of visitors. Oh, no. My bad. My bad.
Really gonna go call this guy out. What's funny, I said on Tucker Carlson show, but I did want to make sure that I got this out on the biggest, right-wing show in the country. That
And once I had one get maybe 100 yards from me, and I was starting to feel very cold with numbness. Athens Island. Cold. Damn. Then it's like I'm starting to think, like, are they evil? Are they good? Are they just don't care? Are they observing us? Like, what do you think when it comes to that? Do you think that they are just another form of life that have been here? Or do you think they're, as far as contact, do you think they have contact like with people in different governments? Or do you think it's just like they don't even fucking worry about that? They just operate? Because I was watching now, like two congressmen, Matt Gaetz, an ex-congressman, and another congressman, were both on podcasts talking about alien hybrid programs in the U.S. And I was like, this is just propaganda being thrown out there because of everything else that's going on. But like now I'm thinking about it because there's something I've been seeing continuously, and it's how the whole thing with elites is how they want to try to beat death. And a way that they feel that they're able to do this is transfer consciousness. And that possibly that's a program that is already happening or in the works with alien intelligence and AI combined. I keep seeing the same theme recently.
such a big game. You were going to get to the bottom of this. You were going to expose the file day one. Don't give up on this thing. This is a huge scandal. He didn't kill himself. We're going to get to the bottom of it. And then you went in there and you did like a hostage video. Okay, you don't know the video stuff.
Like I want to dismiss it right away. I want to dismiss it, but something in my gut keeps bringing me back to this. So yeah.
He looked into the darkness and saw how dark it really is and was like, yeah, well, I don't want a part of this. You see him attacking every decent person out. It's one thing to not do the right thing.
It would be too much. That would be like, okay, yeah, that's a little too far down the conspiracy rabbit hole, you know, on my radar. But for some reason, I keep getting pulled back to that.
Guys, you were too much of a pussy bitch to do. Got the files to the American people. Rich people. That's when they're like, oh, you didn't fail to expose the deep state. You are there to protect them. And so that's not good. You're not good with those people.
Strange. Since I've been in the U.S., I've never seen nothing here like it.
They don't actually care or are not America first.
Are you in more of a urban area in the US or more of the suburbs? I mean, where I am, I was born in New York and now I'm in Florida. So until I was 16 years old and I went to Pageland, South Carolina, I didn't even know what the night sky looked like when it was lit up with stars. Like when I got out of my friend's car out there, I was like, oh my God. And the stars are like right there. You feel like they're right there. Like in New York, in Brooklyn, where I grew up, you can't see the stars like that. And even here in Florida and South Florida, there's so many lights you can't see them. So like I think you definitely probably see them more in like suburban rural areas, probably, I would think. Yeah, I've never seen I now I'm gonna look. Now I'm gonna be looking now. Check out real fast.
which I can't explain. I guess that yeah, Margino's tanning himself, that he's coming out Indian brown instead of triple orange. But you know, who am I to judge another bald man on his looks? But anyways, he was attacking him over not calling him back to try and I guess have an honest conversation about the Epstein stuff. Which we had to never thought of that because you guys were big meat investigations or you whatever. That's right. But yeah. But it's nothing but why don't we still have a conversation with him? He's 40 out.
Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, so like city. Like, yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But I'm gonna be looking now. I'm definitely gonna be looking.
For situation, you know, for that you can talk to. You cannot talk to them. FBI is they're different. I don't know if any of you guys ever looked into this, but they're way different than like
The ones that you saw at least. You think every day and night that you were there, you saw them. You think they were the same species? It was like the same type of craft or the same one each time, or were they different types of craft?
you cannot have a conversation with them without a lawyer present. You absolutely cannot do it. And so that's just yeah, makes no sense. Anyway, let's play the clip of Dan Bongino. What would Thomas Massey? Let's go. Listen, I have never been as disappointed in a human being in politics as I am already. I lost already. You disappointed with Dan Bongino. Yeah. So you're telling me your position in government power disappointed
Born in New York, in Brooklyn. I was raised there.
to do?
Moved to Florida when I was 10 and been here ever since. I was in New York October 31st to the 2nd. I took my nephew to a concert in Brooklyn. Yeah, you could smell it from in here.
Or to really not have a memory. Would you
It's just gas. I just open it. All I gotta do is open it up. I keep it sealed up outside.
locks down his country who, protected Jeffrey Epstein and all these crimes and underage girls.
Sir,
You
sir, EG4 crossbreed. What's up, Angie?
and you guys don't need to see any of this. You have to
What's up, Angie? I experienced one thing traveling in my car, which was freaky. I had to pull off the side of the road in Maryland. So that was like another like UAP type experience.
what you ran on.
And each time was it the same type of craft that was or different types of craft? I'm wondering like how many races then we have.
That he has. Well, I tell you about my best bad. It doesn't fit into any category.
I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole. Why not?
Just look like Dan Bongino was made from spare parts of other leftover people.
It looks like the one American who managed to be a Hiroshima victim.
All right, let's keep playing.
Damn.
Because the people of Kentucky have chosen they want. They want Tom
if there's more than one alien race, then.
Got his opponent coming on in just a little bit, about an hour.
Think they have contact with like the government or the elected officials, or you think they just do their own thing? Cheers, cheers. I got some really, really, really good weed. It's just fresh, so fresh right now.
He's an absolute second. Dude, he has no dog in this fight. Absolutely no dog. It doesn't matter. Hey, look, dude, I have no dog. I'm not on the side of
About aliens.
people who expose that state. You know, I'm just obviously scared.
Something I never had an experience with. Experienced a lot, but can't say I never had an experience with aliens or like Bigfoot or anything like that. I was also talking to someone and they told me that they saw essentially what was a dinosaur. And they were in somewhere in middle America. And this was like on an interview. It's somewhere on, I think it's on Instagram or Spotify. And it was Lala. Lala, yeah. And she had swear, I mean, not lying, 100% she's not lying. Went in depth with the story on how they were, I forget what state they were in. But it was kind of like in middle America out there, like Missouri or something. And they ended up seeing this big ass bird that was essentially like a dinosaur and swore that it was a fucking dinosaur.
Once
I looked it up and I saw all these other people that were talking about this.
their app includes detailed information on your heart, your liver,
It had a
thyroid.
bright light on the top of it. Was it like a red light or like different color flashing or just light, straight light?
Comprehensive and advanced system out there. Superpower not only gives you an initial plan, it also tracks your results over your lifetime. So each is built on the house, giving you a full picture of the product year after year. Stop reacting to help, and you start proactively improving the health with part of your overall health plan. Superpower used to cost $499, but right now it's only $199 for the full experience. And
Why?
superpower.com.
Yeah, I guess they show themselves more in certain places than others. Um, I'm wondering if that has to do with military bases, if they're like monitoring our military bases, concerned about like nuclear weapons. Because didn't a lot of the sightings start to ramp up like after like we dropped the atomic bomb? Time?
Do you have a dog in the fight or taking a stand? But also, if you had something
They're concerned that we're gonna shoot a nuke. Yeah, maybe yeah. That's what I would like.
to the fact
The first thing I go to, like, they're like, are these humans gonna fucking go out of control and fucking destroy the fucking whole fucking thing we got going on over here on our planet? Because I think they have like there are reports of them turning them like off and shit. Don't quote me on that, but I think I have heard of reports from military bases about these UAPs like fucking with their nuclear like shit and like turning it off. And what if they favor like one side over another, you know? Then we're fucked.
Exactly. Oh, and by the way, just to
Or whoever they don't like, I guess. Is fuck. They're probably so above that though, like with their intelligence that they're not even thinking of it like that.
podcast metric.
Yeah, it would affect them.
Like the third biggest podcast out there. And they're like people that are like this
It doesn't look like they have like bodies to reproduce. That's what always gets me. Like they don't have genitals like these aliens. Whenever they like show them,
he came out.
unless they just don't draw their genitals or whatever. But like I've never ever seen like a depiction of an alien's genitals. So like, do they lay eggs or? But then I have heard of them interbreeding with humans, so maybe they do have genitals. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying that just popped in my head. I don't know how. It's not like they would draw like an alien with his dick hanging out or anything like that. So that was kind of stupid of me saying it. I just automatically picture aliens with no genitals. I don't know. But I have heard reports of like the hybrid, like I was telling you, Matt Gaetz was just on with another congressman yesterday saying something about, he said when he was in office in Florida, that someone came in, a general, like a high ranking general, and was explaining to him a base where there was aliens and humans hybrids and breeding with one another for this race or whatever. And then someone else was interviewing a congressman about it, and he's like, I'm not going to comment. I'm not commenting. And the dude's like, what? Yeah. Yeah, they've been kind of pushing it. A lot of stuff is,
And then his numbers have tanked since then, dude. He's like way in the rearview mirror on the Spotify rating. The show is just like not the guy goes, I'm the pod father, the pod father.
we're probably the human shit show out there. Yeah, to the other races. I don't know. That's what like, how are they looking at us? Are they looking at us like we look at ants? Or like, um, that's what I would wonder.
Money bomb thing and just completely BSing people about my record.
I mean, I do think that they would, they were here way before we were. So I think if they wanted to, they could have destroyed us. But then again, I wonder, are there things like this, like these programs, Like, are we useful to them for some reason? Like that one dude's story that he made a movie, I forgot his name. Dude that got abducted. And it's a fucking freaky movie with him doing a bunch of shit to him. And yeah, to this day, he swears, man. There's a couple movies like that actually. It's like where there's like of the first kind, second kind, third kind, fourth kind, like there's different levels or whatever. And I guess being like face to face with them, that's like the ultimate, like of the fifth kind. Is that how it goes? I think something like that. Yeah, there's so many possibilities, endless possibilities. But if they were us and in a time machine, they probably wouldn't have to abduct us and do these tests on us. You know, maybe we could wipe off that possibility.
He can't even address the situation.
I just don't get how like there's not many clear pictures out. Like we're in 2026 and there's all these sightings everywhere. Yet there's not many iPhone like just clear pictures of these things.
You don't even know level. You can't please everyone.
You don't think so? See, that's something that I've heard that like about these cases with these soldiers that have come like not eye to eye with well, yeah, I've seen something like that too. It could be propaganda, but that there's a lot of cases of these soldiers that are going through the court systems that got brain damage from something radiating off of the thing. I don't know.
And he do it. Oh my God. Well, there for Martin.
Could be BS, but source Tucker Carlson. Should double check that one because he's, I don't know, CIA.
I must think his audience are Illuminati people, because even he's got to know who's Thomas Mackey.
CIA affiliated, I guess.
He's a libertarian, but libertarians believe in free thought. He wants to try this on court. Yes.
It's crazy time right now, man. Crazy time. Crazy time. like this moon mission yesterday. Did anyone hear about this before yesterday that we were going to the moon? Like I had no clue that they were preparing for any type of moon mission. I didn't hear anything about this. And like I'm on the computer every day. I didn't see not a fucking thing about us going to the moon. And then yesterday, while he's doing his speech, all of a sudden I see, oh, we're like at the moon, we're going to the moon. And like I haven't looked into it after that at all. And I don't think anyone has.
And we took to Twitter to expose that the sheriff wasn't arresting his buddy.
It's all good. DJ Party Feet. It's cool to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Terrorists believe in due process. Airing it out over Twitter. Well, fucking check me.
No, I love to hear like interesting stories, man. And everyone has one. Everyone has one.
Damn. You wanna keep
People just are embarrassed to say it. Or will think people will think they're weird or whatever. But at this point, man, who cares? You know.
um okay, here, let's play one more little clip and then we'll wrap up. January this year.
Keep up with NASA. And seeing it does seem it was not hyped fairly in the media. Yeah, so you knew about this? I had no clue. No idea. I don't even really think we went there the first time, to be honest with you. But yeah, I guess are they there now? Did they come back? Like how did that work out?
Deal for 10
But Elon Musk was pretty much handling that from now on, you know?
was extremely juicy. People come to Texas toast, people cut fried.
I think he's just gonna eventually just own everything. Like everyone's gonna have to get Starlink eventually. I was just an ad popped up on my phone today for Starlink. It was like $55 a month, whatever. And I started to think, God forbid the grid gets hit. This guy could own the entire fucking world soon. Between his cars, between fucking these robots, between social media and internet, he just has to come out with a phone, just a couple more things, and he could just like own the world.
Could have cleared it up for him right away, and he just didn't want to do it.
They made that trip to the moon and no one knew till the day before.
Oh, Dan Bongino,
Yeah, they are. They're keeping everything they do on the low. They don't want you to get used to knowing information, I think. They don't want people to start getting used to that. Like, it's very hard to find any information on this war right now. Like, any. It's really hard. Um, and then the stuff that you do find, you have to question, is it AI that I'm looking at? What's the source that they're getting it from? And then they're pumping so much AI on the web that it's getting hard to decipher narratives. And it's by design.
information from this FBI, right? Was it within boundaries? So yeah, but you could see the redacted. You could have seen the unredacted version of
Months ago. You knew 2 or 3 months ago that we were going to the moon?
to enforce. To be clear here, Rob, the Justice Department, the current FBI,
I had no idea they were even planning anything like that. So
turned them over. Even
Elon Musk, SpaceX had nothing to do with this. This was like straight NASA. Like they just all of a sudden just said we're ready to go to the moon. I
here we go. Thomas Matthew didn't want the information. Thomas Matthew.
those people caught in space like a couple years ago, and now they're going to the moon. You said she knew from NASA. Is that how you knew from NASA? Like you go to the actual NASA website to check on this stuff?
Right-wing influencers. And then didn't.
I mean, now I'm not gonna be able to know, but I'm gonna go on to the NASA website now because I want to see like what they're saying about this thing. Like, did these people come back? Like, are they safe? Are they at a space station? Did it land? Is there videos of this?
Email for you. Will Smith bitch slaps.
NASA.
Seems willing to play ball.
I heard NASA means like fake or something in some language or whatever. Exploring space. Oh, I guess you would think it's NASA.com, you know? You would think that that would be their website, but it's not.
What efforts did you guys actually make to the companies? Zero.
.gov. I'm stupid. Okay. That's how you know they didn't go to the moon. I'm just kidding. Okay. It says 1 day, 3 hours. Yeah. And this is them live right now, I guess. Let's make this really big. And then I'm gonna say cap. That's what I'm gonna say. The first thing that comes to my head is these people are all actors. And this is a fucking set. And they're paying a few salaries just to divert some people's attention off everything else going on. That's the first thing that pops in my head. Now I could be completely wrong, obviously. But this is live feed of I guess them and NASA. Let me turn the volume on. Sorry.
To be said has been said by you and your brilliant panel. I would just say that if you back up to
Volume.
the nation at a time of war, it is traditionally out of a grave and
Sorry, I'm high and retarded right now.
13 families who lost loved ones.
Just wow.
It couldn't have been more serious. And Trump could
Volume on?
to speak honestly and simply to those families about
Maybe they're just not. Oh,
leaving the military as they are. Like they would probably have a in their shoes.
yeah, I think so. Party feet. And notice how Elon Musk, like, I don't think he said anything about this.
He's capable of taking in the information and his
Central casting.
He's a prominent primetime Fox News anchor, and Alex Jones.
They're probably like, I wonder how many people are actually looking at this right now.
Actually, on the phone. I think on
I don't think they're actually getting out, right? I think that their whole plan here is just to like go around the moon like farther than anyone has ever been or something like that. So like we'll never know. Yeah, it just can be bam, they shut off and then them showing some black screen with a fucking thing like they were just showing. And that's it. Yeah, I think this is complete cap, 100%. And I would bet if I had a lot of money, I would bet a good amount on it. There was a way to know the true truth ever.
Something we said about COVID back in 2020.
My heart, there's no way this is real. And there's nothing that can get me to believe it. It's just not worth the money right now. Even if they like did decide to go to the moon, like at around the same time that we're going into billions worth of debt in a war and funding others going billions in debt and 39 trillion in debt, that we just say, hey, let's just spend another like fucking however many billions of dollars and go to the moon right now. I'm not going for it. People there, look, they're just like, yeah, we'll just put a few there. They don't even have enough to pay the salaries of like everyone to be sitting there, I guess. If I was up there in the moon right now, I'd be like, fuck, there's only like 5 of you there. And like, y'all are not even paying attention. Yeah, paid actors, central casting. Look at this. Look at it.
COVID is a perfect example.
Truman Show.
Something that fit his at the time. Choices that are used to access digital apps to be to 1 day, 3 hours, 43 minutes.
Yes. And this,
Now, imagine
this is true, I think, for you.
Times the start 5 minutes and 50 bird.
US service. No,
It's back and it's crew.
situation where
Beetleson, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Henson. Now 24,000 miles away from the Earth.
24,000 miles away right now.
The team is starting to step off lines.
The dudes from Baltimore, is it like a diverse crew? Did they make sure to put like one black dude, like one Asian woman, one LGBTQ, one? Is it like very diverse or?
and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their.
Setting up the flywheel, the exercise device that they'll use in.
Are you serious? I was just kidding around. Oh my god. I have to look it up. Okay, I have to look up. I have to look these people up.
Two biggest political problems with the war. He makes clear in those statements that
The astronauts. Remember that thing a few months ago when Katy Perry, and those chicks supposedly went up in space with Jeff Bezos' company, Blue Origin. That was so cringe and so fucking not real. The astronauts
you're not particularly
in mission
your budget if you commute or if you drive to work.
moon.
Person, regardless of their political party and regardless of how they feel, issue.
I guess this is the official broadcast, the official government broadcast of the launch. So yeah,
You learn a ton.
that's right. Okay. So you got the chick, you got a white dude, you got a black dude. Is there an Asian in there anywhere?
Learn about the stress of the environment, and we're going to learn about the radiation. We're going to learn about the suits as well. We've got some technology.
Actors.
So there's a lot on this mission as we fly around the moon and come back.
It's fun. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get, y'all. Like I could be completely wrong, 100% wrong, but that's just the vibe I get.
Okay, then. So actually, before we even head to the moon, right, we're going to stay close to the Earth. We're going to check out all the systems on it and make sure that it can handle 4 humans, make sure it can handle people sleeping, people exercising, all of the environmental control systems are working. So we're going to make sure that the capsule is safe for the crew before we send them,
There's a chick.
It's a great question. We actually have another one that will pull up on screen here. How long will it take them to reach the moon? How long will the entire mission last?
Another great question, right? So they're going to do a couple orbits around the Earth. They'll do a perigee and an apogee raise burn. What that means is that they're going to accelerate to get further away from the Earth, and they'll get into a highly and then once.
So basically, they're not stopping getting out. So we wouldn't know anything if they weren't. They could completely just fake this whole thing. Now, God forbid, but something goes wrong. They claim something goes wrong. That's something that would divert people's attention for a while. So if they're like pulling Apollo 13 thing and all of a sudden they have to have a rescue mission back and it's all like, oh, like a movie. That's something that might divert people's attention for a while. But yeah, I don't think they're I don't think anybody's past 24,000 miles out right now, in my opinion. But NASA.gov does. So true. Okay, y'all, I'm at 12%. I wasn't charging. So I will be back. DJ Party Feet. That was awesome conversation. Thank you for hanging out. That's BS. They don't. How long this mission will last? They got it. Right, that exactly. Look, they don't even care anymore. I really think this is like a big social experiment, and they're just playing with it at this point. You have the idea posting AI videos of Netanyahu. You have like it's just I think it's a free for all right now. Who can get like the most attention, the most clicks, the most it's just it's a fucking free for all. I don't know, you know? But yeah, no, this is they don't even care about really lying to us. They'll just give us half lies and see how we react. Have a good night. Um, Party feet. Follow me on Instagram and see if you could tell an AI, describe an AI what the craft looked like. Because if you can do that, it does it really, really well now. All right.